What's up guys, Tex here. Today's Monday, June 25th, 2018, and just want to make a short video to show you my trading setup, because I know all the videos I share with you obviously are, screen shares of my main monitor here, and I thought, if any of you guys who are sort of techies like I am anyway, might appreciate seeing, the setup and what I've found works the best for me anyway since I've moved back home. After my father passed away, I set everything up the way I have it now, and I'm really happy with it. The only thing that I've changed is I'm trying out eSignal for a month, and if I don't like it, I'm going to go back to TC2000. And of course, I have Lightspeed as my broker now. But otherwise, the setup I have right now is pretty golden. I'm really liking it, and it's going to stay like this. But just kind of walk you through it. Right here in the center monitor, right in front of me, I have 4 different time frames set up for an individual stock. Usually, I use that for the stock that's like number 1 on my watch, or of course if I'm in a trade, I will have that stock right here in front of me. So I like to have the daily chart up on the top left. I'll have the 60-minute or the 15-minute sometimes on the top right. I always have the 5-minute down on the bottom left, and on the bottom right I use the 2-minute chart, or I'll switch it to a 15-second or a 1-minute chart depending on the stock to judge my entries. Of course, eSignal offers a 15-second chart. TC2000 does not. So in that case, obviously, I would probably use a 1-minute chart. But anyways, I just like to have all these different time frames for the main stock I'm looking at, especially any stock that I'm in a trade on, because it's really good to see as it's approaching any key indicators or whatever on different time frames, because they look different on different time frames. On the top left, just kind of have like the main watch, my second watch, and favorites and whatnot below that. On the right side is where I have my 2 level 2s and my active positions right there, and that's just good. I like to have that right in front of me, so that I can monitor no more than 2 stocks on level 2. I find that that's really all I need to look at. I don't need to be looking at more than that. So that's good. I like to have that all right in front of me on that main monitor, and that's basically what you guys are seeing when I share a video. So on the left monitor, this is, let me sit down, be a little easier. So on the left monitor, I have 4 charts set up where I can look at 4 different stocks. And these are just stocks that I feel like, are worth watching on the day. So when the market opens, I'll be kind of looking at these over here, and then of course my main watch right in front of me on the main monitor. So it's good to have, a few other charts that you can look at as the market opens and the day progresses. Next to that is where I have all of my favorite scanners. So I'll kind of walk you through what I have here for trade ideas. Get this to focus. There we go. So that top scanner is looking at Extreme Volume High-Low Pro. I got this scanner from one of the guys that works at Trade Ideas in one of their weekly webinars. He shared it with us. It's pretty good. It'll show you stocks that are basically up and down on high volume. So yellow is down, so those are obviously good short potential plays, and green is up, so good long plays. But like I said, it's mainly looking for stocks moving on volume. Below that is my high of day momentum scanner. I created that myself, and it's purely looking for low float stocks up to, I think, about a $25 price range, from $1 to $25. And this is just purely low cap, low float stocks making moves. I don't really play those as much anymore, but I still like to have the scanner up in case large caps and mid caps are dead. It's kind of good to see what else is moving in the market. The Squeeze Me scanner is a default scanner from Trade Ideas. This one is really good to see stocks that have really high short float and that are up on the day. So obviously these are good potential short squeeze plays, and today the market's pretty red, so the scanner is not as active, but definitely a really good scanner to be looking at. The Turbo Up Family No Resistance is another scanner I got from one of the guys at Trade Ideas in their webinar, and this is just looking for stocks that are up above all resistance levels on their daily chart. So basically they have nothing above them, and they have free range to run to the long side. So this is kind of good to see what stocks are basically making new all-time highs rather. And then below that, whoops, monitor went to sleep. On the bottom is where I have my liked symbols, and this is mostly like large and mid-cap stocks that I've been enjoying trading. Look how much everything's in the red today. $20 down on Netflix, incredible. Just left so much on the table on that one, but This is just stocks that I've favorited that I like to keep an eye on, and then ETFs that I like, which I haven't really been trading very much lately, but it's good to kind of keep an eye on those as well. And I just like the Trade Idea Scanner because you can put all these kind of customizable columns on there. So it's really good. You can just look at the scanner. You don't have to look at the chart and get an idea whether it's something you even want to look at or not. And then the other cool thing is that you can link it with eSignal. So if I click on a stock in any one of these scanners and Trade Ideas, it'll load that chart here in eSignal. So like if I click on, let me do this with my other hand. If I click on TNDM, you can see that it loaded the TNDM chart right here in eSignal. So very, very cool. So we'll come over to my right monitor, and this is where I have the other part of my brokerage platform here. You can see all my trades. There it is. I got short Netflix, 25 shares, took some off the table, added back, and then took the rest off the table. So yeah, left a lot of profit out there, but overall, this is what I like to have. Mainly have my montages on the main screen and just kind of my general, the rest of my trading platform over here. And then here I have live stream trading chat room. This is a really good community. I'll put a link below if you really want to find a good community of traders that focuses on low risk, good quality trades, not this pump and dump crap. So I always have that sitting there so we can kind of chat with each other about what's moving and whatnot. And then on the right side of that right monitor, I have the rest of Trade Ideas, just kind of an individual stock window with lots of information, just a simple daily chart. So if I click on any of the stocks in the scanners, it'll load the daily chart there. This is for pre-market. Obviously, you have up gappers, down gappers, and then on the bottom is the Trade Ideas AI, their Holly artificial intelligence, if you want to see what trades she's taking. And then finally, this fourth monitor, I literally just have it sitting on top of a trash can. I really need to get a better mounting system. But since I trade mostly large to mid-cap stocks, it's pretty important to have a chart up of the market. So I'll use the ETFs for the Dow Jones, the NASDAQ, and the S&P 500 there, and just kind of monitor those. But of course, I can see the actual indexes here on top of my trading platform. And I also put them here on the top of eSignal. So if I'm capturing screen footage for you guys, you can see how the market's actually doing on that day. And then finally on the right side of that fourth monitor is where I have my web browser, usually with Benzinga Pro up, or CNBC or Twitter or whatever else that I need to look at for news is up there, and the Squawk Box on the top right. So that's basically all of my monitors set up. Down on my desk I have kind of a risk chart set out for how much maximum account risk I want to risk, and looking at what's the stop, and tells me how many shares to take. So it's easy, quick reference, and then just some hotkey references that I set up for eSignal. So that's my setup, guys. Yeah, I mean, it's obviously a work in the making, I guess, getting your setup the way you like it and the way you're comfortable with it. I've been using this since I moved back home after my father passed away, and I'm very, very happy with it. Like I said, the only thing that's different is I'm using eSignal for a month, and if I don't keep it, I'll go back to TC2000, but I'll basically set it up the same way with, 4 different time frames on the main monitor here, with a little watch list on the left with the main watch list and whatnot, and then like 4 extra charts on this side over here. So anyways, guys, listen, I hope you're doing well. If you're trading, trade safe, of course. And really appreciate you watching. So hopefully I can update you later this week. Just taking baby steps right now, trying to not really focusing on digging out of the hole. I just want to focus on the process of trading and take good trades. Really focus on those low risk and good entries as well. So all things that I need to work on. But yeah, feels good to start the day out on a green note. And with that, I've got some appointments this afternoon I need to rush off to. So I will leave you guys there, and we'll see you soon. So take care.